Risk disclosure. I just saw that Timothy Sykes is getting sued, so make sure you guys are paying attention to what I say right here. This talk is intended for educational purposes only, reflects our opinions and is based on our best judgment, but no warranty is given or implied as to their accuracy. Past performance does not guarantee future performance, and no investment or trading advice whatsoever is implied by our commentary, coverage, or charts. Jumping into this, not sure who may have seen the Bank of America report I posted. It's in the topic section. I'm not going to go over everything here. You could feel free to read it for yourself. There were some interesting snippets in here that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention. Primarily, Bank of America, they are looking for a 5 to 10% correction in Q1. So that's within the next, 6-7 weeks. They're looking for that 5 to 10% pullback, and they list a number of reasons here. Again, you guys can go through that. Some of them being things like the retail short squeeze. We've got the SPACs, crypto, things like that. So it's all in here. It's a pretty good read. Just something to keep in mind, especially seeing that the market, if I flip back to SPY, we've been up, 6-7 days in a row now.
Yeah, about that 7. I think it was a 7.
Yeah, and so one note that they had here from their technical desk was that their target for following the 2020 election was in the 38.30 to 38.85 range, which is pretty much, we're a little bit above that now, but the 38.30, okay, that's going to be the 161 fib. So they're expecting, this area kind of where we are to be the target. So I'm not making a call here. I'm not extremely bearish or anything like that. As you guys know, I am a trend follower. It's just something to be cautious of when we are at all-time highs. One thing I like to do is I'll take a look at VIX, and I actually have an alert set. We're pretty much, we consider this the new floor for right now, right? I mean, this is still a,
we moved a little from 11, from 12 to 19.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's still a high volatility environment.
It's a good thing.
But I've got an alert set just pretty much through today's high. I think I'll not be surprised to see some type of shakeout in the next day or two. And again, I'm not saying, it's not a call. It's just keeping your expectations in line with what's actually happening in the market. Now, to counter that, we do one metric of breadth that I like to follow is the advanced decliners line. Basically, if you are unfamiliar with this, it's just showing if there is broad participation in the market pushing the indexes. So advanced decliner is going to show a larger number of stocks pushing higher as opposed to just the, maybe just the FANG names that are carrying the index higher. This suggests that we have a lot of stocks participating in the move higher, which is generally going to show us strength. So something to keep in mind. Breadth still looks good, but we want to stay nimble, stay on our toes. So that's what I've got. Mario, if you want to go ahead and take it away.
Sure.
Let me make you host. All right, should be good.
Let me see. I want to make sure. That's the one, right? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where's my? You can take over the.
Okay, got it.
Si, señor. Okay. Anyways, guys, so welcome everybody, and I prepare a couple slides for you guys because I was talking to Kyle today, prior to the end of the day, and trying to read what's going on. So basically, yes, we're up 7 days in a row. We don't usually see that. So that's one. Number two is that number one right there you see is the top of a Bollinger Band. So this is a two standard deviations right there. So we're pretty much close to it. And we've been trading like that for, well, as you can see, pretty much this is a weekly chart. So weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. However, number one, right? What do we see at number one? That's when we started seeing probably the first real bear attack on the trend, right? We have this one right here, and we held the support right here. So then we came and then we started making new highs, and this was like we're gonna really look into that. We're gonna have to x-ray this one because this is the setup that we're gonna be seeing, I'll say, for the next I'll say till March, which put us in a couple weeks more, probably until the next meeting, right? So I want to make sure that we're all in the same page. We want to know how to approach what, like Kyle just said, be very nimble. I've been liquidating like positions like crazy, like especially today. I think I closed like 25% of my portfolio. I'm not making a call either. Not that I'm very sure or anything like that, but you know what? If you got this move, it's pretty good. That sometimes you gotta ring the register. So main points in here, right? We have a 7-day move up. We're still right in that 2 Bollinger Band to the top, so we're still right there. We cleared this one, so we deleted pretty much the bearishness from here. So what I want to go next is I want to trying to game plan for the next couple of weeks. So this is a weekly chart again. Just this is a reference point. So I'm making it like this so you can guys screenshot it, or once the video's out, save it if you wanna know what I'm thinking basically. So this is what I call the anchor bar that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. The 320 by 305 weekly, and as you see, we stop right there here at that prior pivot. So that 305 is an important level. And then we have the next one, which is a 310 right here. So that was a level that we hold for a couple days, and we hold the bears right there. Right. Then we started going over the 320. That was my trigger, which is this same level that we're talking about here. Remember, again, guys, like I always say, this is a $300 move. So don't go like, oh, it was 321, 320, we broke. No. Okay. Make like a judgment call right there and say, hey, at least a 1% move, right? Like 3 points. So give it like some breathing room, right? So you don't get shaken out right here, shorting, and then it's just going up, and then you go getting here, and then you know the drill, right? You ended up doing just chop, and nothing happens. At the end of the day, so are we going to be looking at the 330 level and how we react to it if and when tested? Because I think it's going to get tested. So the 330 was the fib target one that we have. Back when we started doing this, when we have the correction, we say that this is target one, which is the 300, and then the 330 was going to be our target two. So that's the other reason why I'm taking profits, because a lot of my things were put like when we make the pullback and some added in here. So at some point in time, I got targets. So, ring the register, make sure you save your money in case we do roll or we start chopping sideways, right? We trade options. So, the time is a killer too. So number two is the range between 320 and 310 that held the last bear's reversal attempt. So is this one right here, right? The 320, 310. So that's the next one, right? And the third one will be the 305, which is the pivot zone right here, right? So where am I going right here? Because if you don't see it on the weekly chart, so let's do the daily chart. And this is how it looks, right? Like here, if you ask me, it doesn't look as bad as the daily, right? So for the daily, we have, this is the anchor zone that I have, the 320, 305 right here. You can read it right here, 320 by 310 is the range, and then the 305 is the pivot. We have the 50 MA, the 20 MA. This was the last pretty much great pullback entry that we had. And that was actually after last hangout. I think it was like 1 or 2 days after that. We have the red day, and then the following day, we just have this one right here at the 20 MA, right at the pivot, which is a 320. So that was a perfect entry. By the way, I messed up that day. I was shorting. I thought for some reason, I think it was a Monday, for some reason, I thought it was just going to continue going down, but it didn't. So I quickly stopped and flipped and put my whatever swings I wanted to be in. So then we got pop. Then we have this one. Normal, if you're coming back into the prior high, which is at 330, if you don't have the volume, you guys know this, if you don't have the volume for the break, usually you're going to see this kind of test, right? The next day was pretty much the negation of that move. So this is where we are. Like the last 3 days, they have been like, you can call it momentum, but I cannot call momentum. If you know anything about candlesticks, this is like a doji with very small range, very small body, no body at all. So that's like indecision, pretty much nothing. The second day is like gap up, down a little bit. So that's like the smallest hammer you can see. And then today is like, what is it? Like a hanging man, like a really small hanging man. So at this point in time, now we're going to go into the live charts, right? What I'm looking is the 334. Pretty simple. We're going to continue playing momentum in a sense, like 335. We see it 335, 336 tomorrow. We just continue going higher until they stop us, basically, until they take me out of my position. Now, if we start falling and we take the 330, I'm going to try and get a move back to the 20 MA, which stands at 322 right now, or 320. One thing to remember, guys, markets correct through price or through time. So this can be just like bleeding here, like sideways for a couple of weeks, and then we just continue the move higher, or it could be around the top distribution. So we don't know. The main thing that we discussed with Kyle prior to the meeting is like, we don't see any clear indication about this about to end. You saw the advanced decline line. You see that, I mean, it's bullishness. There's a lot of inflows in the market. Some of the stocks continue with a big momentum, continue making highs. So we're not going to be trying to buck the trend, right? Stay long. I mean, if it's going up, just, you know what to do. Just buy and buy the highs, whatever. That's what we trade, right? We trade with a trend. But the moment we start testing this 330, which is a great reference point right here, we start like, okay, let me see if we're gonna have momentum for a couple of days, because these couple of days, those were like, I think it was a Friday that we have this massive move down. This was the Thursday, and then this was the Friday, and then so you can have a pretty good move down pretty fast. So 322. Then we decide what is it that we're gonna make based on what? Based on the patterns that we trade. Okay. So let's go into the real charts. So here's the Q. So we have the reference levels. I think it's pretty solid what we did. You know exactly the levels: 330, 320, 310, and 305. Also remember that if we start coming down, those Momo names are the first ones to look for potential shorts, because if they start gaining momentum to the downside, those are going to be really fun to short. So let's see PayPal. We have this one's pretty fast. I want to go through this one because this was after some great earnings. So we have the gap up on earnings. So we have two levels right here. We have the 275, which is the earnings high. That's that level that I'm showing right there, 275. So we have the following day, sort of a, you know, I like this formation is bullish. The next one was a gap up, and today we try to break. Main thing is we held the 275. So that was like, if you were trading today or something, that was a good place to add to your positions or initiate your positions in PayPal. I will continue to look at 275, and I want to see the 288 being taken. So that will be my play for PayPal. Of course, it's pure momentum. That's all I see right here. If you come to the weekly chart, I mean, what is it? We're up there. Nothing new, nothing I can do right here. We're in the beginning of the second uptrend, if we can call it that. But if this is, then 275 is your stop. So that's my point, my reference point, the 275. And then the 288 will be the momentum. So for PayPal, it's 288 for Momo. And I'm going to treat it as a range, the 275 to 88. Then we have the other one, which is, I think these are running for, because of the Bitcoin run. And you guys know, pretty sure everybody knows about the Tesla buying 1.5 billion, which is close to 7% of their cash at hand on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is flying. So let's see if SQ is. So this is the other, this is chart we have for SQ. We have sort of a consolidation, sideways consolidation. We have the big move yesterday out of the 245. I think this was called on the last meeting, the last hangout. We say 245 was key. So now what we having is what I like to call the 1, 2, 3 continuation pattern. Pretty simple. 1, 2, 3. You go higher, you go long. That's it. Simple. So SQ continue as momentum. 265, and then we can see the 276 and 300 as targets for SQ. So SQ can be hot, can be, let me see what it's doing after hours. Yeah, right there. So this was actually a pretty good trade also intraday. If you're paying attention to your levels, look at the test we have right here, 251. So that's pretty much level from the prior day's gap and strong move up. So that was a good trade too. So we have SQ, and then we have Riot. Some of you guys were asking me about Riot. I don't know how to trade Riot. What's the implied volatility on that one? If you guys can help me with that, let me see. So Riot is 181, not as bad as some others that I've seen. So not too bad.
TradeStation has shown 250%.
250. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the March. Yeah, I'm sorry, just 215. Yeah. So yeah, that's not something that I look to get into, but of course, this is a breakout trade right here, 29. Today is just momentum. So you're chasing momentum at 215% implied volatility. You got to talk to Kyle. He's got a great course right there, options mastery course. I'm probably going to tell you how to trade that because I tend to stay away from those as of now. So for me, Riot momentum, if you know how to trade it, should not have a problem with that. I'm going to put here eBay, which is a spin-off. I think this is a guy that spin off PayPal. So I just put it on this group. So this is what we have. We have a monthly chart right here, pullback, and they have the earnings report. When was it? Like 4 days ago. So we finally broke out of this zone right here, out of the monthly chart, right? So what I was looking for is for continuation. So my call for this one is I'm going to be using the earnings zone, right? Something similar to what I proposed for PayPal. So for eBay, we're going to be working with the 60 and the 65. Okay, 60, 65 breakout play. I don't want a pullback, right? The reason why I don't want a pullback is because if when you come and look at the weekly, like you will like I got a lot of people asking me, so you know, a pullback, so if it comes down is better because I have a better price. I'm like, no, because at some point in times with some patterns, what you want is strength. You don't want to be buying weakness, especially if the market is coming down or if a clear level where you broke is falling, right? So you see the big move, you see the consolidation, all I want to see this thing is go over 65. Once we start coming into 60, 61, that's a mess that I don't want to get into. Unless I see it at 64, 63 or 48, then I'll probably reconsider. Or the momentum. So for this one, my call is like eBay. I only play momentum. I want momentum. I want 65. Okay. Let's do chips because we've been following Nvidia now for quite a while. The main thing about Nvidia is I want you guys to notice this, and for those of you that are familiar with the thing, with the indicator, this is squeeze. Where is it? Oh my god, throwing so bad. Just a second, guys. Sorry about that. Look at this squeeze. It's been squeezing forever, right? So what is that supposed to mean? That means no volatility. That means no volatility. So what do we have yesterday? What we have yesterday is that finally some volume out of that, and we tested close to the highs. So that's your indication to pay attention to this one. So what I want to see, of course, is a break of 589, right? If you were trading it yesterday, you could have put your trade from yesterday and just hold it for today, because today did pretty much nothing. The other thing I like is like when you come right here, the market profile, you can see that it's been accumulating for 3 months. And probably because I don't have more in my chart, because it's like 4 months and 5 months and 6 months. So something's up with Nvidia. I don't know what it is, but I want to make sure that prior to earnings, which is 224, this is bullish, guys. The call for Nvidia, I'm looking for $650 and $700, right? At least $650, $700. That's my call for Nvidia. That's what I'm looking for. So can I play momentum? Yes, you can play momentum. Probably tomorrow is going to trigger 590. So this is the kind of play that I don't want to be like too like chasing right here, trying to get the break. No, I want a good entry and make sure that I try to stay for the big move in case it happens. So we have Nvidia and we're looking 590, 650, 700. AMD is another one that I know we're following. And I think there's a call. I think there's some um, topics,
Yeah, I'm
right?
long in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is, I'm going to go into my clean chart. So the weekly, I totally understand right here. So this is what we're trying to try. We're trying to get into the break, which is 99 bucks. That's the entry, right? So what we're trying to write is like write some for this 89.99, which is kind of a big 10% range. So I understand that, and I think the call was made because we went over 92 yesterday. This is like where the accumulations on, right? Like it's only Tuesday, but I don't like it. I don't like to see it here. I want to see guys stepping up and paying up 92, 93, 94. So volume is quite low as of now, as less for the week, which is only Tuesday. But once we start seeing 93, 94, that's my go-to. So that'll be like 93, 94, very aggressive for those of you that want to take it like aggressively. If not, wait for 99 and then we go for target. What's the target on this one, Kyle? Like at least 10%, right? 10, 20%.
Yeah.
So we can see 100 will put us. Well, that will be the entry, right? The thing is like with this sharp pattern, not even with the fibs, it's gonna give us. Let me see. We can do some fibs right here pretty fast. So we go here. It should put us 101, and then the other one is like 10, 105, 106.
Yeah. And then 130.
Yeah, then 130. So 105, 110, 130. That's pretty much what we want to see in AMD. Again, it's all up to you and how aggressive you want to be with this one, because this could stay here like, well, it hasn't done nothing for months. So, but a good reference point would be 93, 93.50. Once you start seeing 93.50 with volume, by the way, look at the volume. I don't see a volume. So I'm more aggressive in NVIDIA because at least I have the volume. So I hear, okay, this is bigger than the last 10 days or whatever. And then I have the move, which anybody can see it. AMD still lagging, but you know, AMD just any single day we wake up and AMD is running out of nowhere. So who knows? MU volume subpar again. This one is being accumulated at higher levels, so at least we have a sort of a trend on that one. For MU, what I want to do is I want to trade the range, which is 78.88. Sorry, 78.88. So look at this area right here in the volume profile. So I want to make sure I don't lose this formation right here, which is pretty much what I see right here, volume wise. So that's 78 by 88. You can trade that range. Again, what I want to do is I want to trade out of the range. Okay, I want to trade once we break. I put a chart of Intel. I was checking at Intel too, and I have no call on Intel, to be honest, because I like the fact that we're accumulating at 58.10. But as you may know, like we're in the middle of the range, and I don't usually enter anything in the middle of range. Now I want to bring your attention to the monthly chart. So it's like a lot of noise to the left. So I don't know if these guys are gonna sell again, these guys are gonna sell again, or who's buying, or these guys are gonna sell again. So for me, it's just not worthy of my time and my capital, especially my mental capital, because I don't want to be like if it was the only one that I could trade, I'll probably be watching Intel. But if I have many things to trade, no reason why I'll spend my time on Intel. However, AMAT looks interesting, and I want to point it out to you, the January point of control, which is around right here, the 107.41. That's where we are. So we're clearing all of this volume right here, all this volume right here. I don't know exactly what they do, but I think they're chips too, right? So 110, 111, I'm willing to take this one for a long, basically on this. Look at the move, the pullback, go back, the pullback. So I'm thinking 110, 111, this could be a good semi play if it happens. So that'll do it for my semis. I talk about the ones reporting earnings after materials for ships. Thank you. After the bell, and my God, guys, I can't believe we missed lift totally can't believe it. And I'm going to show you why. Look at the accumulation right here. 2 months at 49, right? So we have the move right here, 49, what I just showed you for NVIDIA, right? So we have one of the better patterns that you can have, which is like everybody's accumulating. They try to make it look like a rounded top. So everybody gets stopping here, or some people won't, I assume. And then we start running right here into earnings. So here's the entry right here. Well, hindsight's 2020, 1536, but we trade this all the time. So surprise, surprise, target one should be around here with the 60s. And once we go over 68, then I don't know if we go 80 easily. So that's where we are after hours. So we are 59.86. So this is a watch tomorrow. This is a good watch. I'm going to be looking to position myself with some longs. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough momentum tomorrow to make a trade out of that right at the open. I don't know. We still need to see how we hold the after hours, right? But for sure, we're going to be hitting the 60s. So the next one will be 60.68. 60.68, we can watch tomorrow for lift or the coming days, okay? So 60.68, of course, there's going to be sympathy play. I don't know. Let's see. Uber. So Uber, we've been watching this one for quite a long time too. The 60 was a level that we were trying to break and everything. So I still like the chart. I still liked it, but we are reporting earnings tomorrow. So I think it's up to, after hours with Lyft. I don't know what Lyft said. I got to check the conference call. But looks like we are going for 63. So this could be also a good candidate for tomorrow. Okay, so Uber got play for tomorrow too. If you don't want to play Lyft, you play Uber. What's the difference in implied volatility? Let me see. Uber 106 and Lyft 121. Pretty much the same, right? Yeah, hundreds. The hundreds. 1, 2, 3 on the monthly. On what? On Lyft? On Uber? Yeah, Lyft. Yes, sir. That's what I said. Like, oh my God, I can't believe we missed that. You guys see it, right? Good cash, Mish. So this is a 1, 2, 3. Same simple, boring pattern. 1, 2, 3. You take the high, 51. Boom. Okay. You have to run it over. You have to be willing to go over earnings. I don't encourage you to trade the earnings, but when I see these patterns of accumulation, I'm no one to tell you not to take a shot for sure. I'm not gonna tell you if I take it either. So, anyways, Facebook. So for Facebook, we talk about the 280 zone as a buy entry. I'm sorry, the 200 MA. So that's the 250. We retested again. So at this point in time, all I want to see in Facebook, unless you're long from here, support is the 280. Once we start getting into momentum, otherwise this thing is just like dead sideways for the most part, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And I know it moves like 250 to 300, but you have to be very precise on the moves. Again, if there's nothing else to trade, then I'll probably trade Facebook. But if there's anything better, I don't have any trouble just moving on. So this is the move from the earnings. They try to break the level right here, the 286, come back. So what I want to see is 280, 278, 280. I'm playing pure market profile right here. I want to go right here, 278 right here. Those are the levels for November, December. Accumulation didn't fall that much. So you see 250, 245, that was just what to say, the overreaction. Shows right here in the chart, so you don't trade that. I want to go 278. My target one would be like 295, 300 for target one, and then we'll see where it takes us. So that's Facebook. And moving into social media, Twitter reported today an amazing chart as far as the move, and it's just going up. I don't think I have a have an alert on this one. I don't even watch Twitter. I don't like how it trades. So unless you really like it, what I'll say is like wait and see if you get a pullback to 55. If not, I don't know if you want to continue higher, but that's not the type of trade that I like. That's not the type of chart that I like to trade, to be honest. So let's do Snap. Snap reported earnings a couple of days ago. We have the move. I like this move. Beautiful move. Extended on the monthly, right? But we have a nice base where we went from, right? So the base was 52.50. So we have the base right here. We have a couple months of sideways consolidation. So I think this is just day one, right? I know it's day three, but what I think is day one. Basically, that's the day where, you know, some news came out, and hopefully these people that were accumulating are accumulating for the longer term. They're not going to be just scalping in here and just dumping the stock on us. So what I want to see is this. It's sort of a 1, 2, 3. I don't want to call it a 1, 2, 3 because it's not, because we just made a new high today. So what we need is I'll be trading the high of the day. So for Snap, I want to see 65.50. I know it's 65.32, and you know, guys, that I use a buffer a lot of the time because I know there's going to be a lot of sellers at 65.32, 33, 34, like what Tanner was talking about, like the tape. So I'm kind of lazy with the tape. So what I say, like, you know what, you guys do whatever you want to do. You fight over your 10, 18 cents. I don't care. I'll wait till it clears, and then it gives me a setup, and then I enter. So that's the way pretty much I address those situations where I know there's going to be a battle, right? So 65.32, 65.32 is going to be a battle. I'm not going to be watching it. Let me know 65.40, 65.50. We take it, and we ideally we run it for 70, 75 bucks. Okay. Then we go to pins. And I don't know why Pinterest is in my watch list. Okay, they have the gap up on earnings and it failed, right? So this is sort of different when you come back into what we just show you on Snap. Snap blasted off on good earnings, and now we hold in the top of the range. Now this one is a different scenario, right? What we have is we have a accumulation for 2 months again. Then we had the move, and it got sold off on the day of the gap. So in this case, the gap pretty much closed. So what I'm looking right now is I want to see how this gap closure reacts. If I start seeing some momentum, you see it right here. That's my alert, 85.35. Again, I don't want to be into the fight for the 81, 82, 82, 82, 82, 20, and then stop me at 80, 80, 80, whatever it is, right? Because once we start failing in here, I can probably see a test of the 71, the $70 area. So what I want to think about is like once we start seeing momentum, and if momentum continues and volume confirms, what I like is like there's lower volume into the pullback. So this could be actually, if somebody wants to be aggressive, they can buy 82.50, 85, 87, 88, and then we take it for new highs. So that should be, what is this, the move. Once we have it, you know how to do the fibs. So you do the fibs, and right here you do the projection, but it should be like 90 and 95 bucks easily as target, right? So with pins, I finish my brief review of the social media. I want to finish this part that I have prepared with the cannabis names. So we have today we have a daily buy right here in an uptrend for CGC, continue uptrend. You guys know this one over the high. So this one triggered this morning, gave us a good entry. And after hours, I think was it today? 2.9 before the market central. So that was today that they reported the earnings. So I don't know why it's going up. Anyways, it's up 55, 52 after hours. Let's check it out because this is still a good continuation. All momentum. So this is a momentum trade tomorrow. CGC implied volatility for the move that we have right now, I think is 4.5. 4.5, which is 115. So 4.5 will put us at 49 plus 4, 53. So it's implied move. So once we start going over 55, we know we're into the unexpected move. Market makers will be having some trouble, so we may have fun with this one if we go over 54, 55. So let me put an alert right here, 54.32, right? The other one that guys in the room were having fun with it today was TLRY. So I just noticed that it went up 40% in a day. So yeah, so much of a good thing. So awesome trade. 278% implied volatility. So that's 3 times what CGC was. So if you don't like to trade those, you don't know how to trade them, just move to the other one that is with a good pattern and like 3 times less implied volatility. Awesome trade right here. So what we have is 49.49. Implied move was $9 at the close. So they're charging you pretty much up to 51. So for this one, has to go like over my $51, $52 just to start like making sense with what they're charging for the calls, right? So keep an eye on that one. If you like to trade it, that's momentum, plain momentum trade. Not much I can say. Just be careful with the implied volatility. Make sure you won. So since those two, especially TLRY, I mean, it's pretty much gone. CGC, I think we can still make some moves in there. I think we can have 50, 60 target easily. Is that where we are? 55. Yeah, we can have another 10% easily. So I'll see another 10% on CGC. But I was checking the charts and I like ACB, which is Aurora Cannabis. It's going to report 2 days from now. That's 2/11. And I have targets of 20 and 25 for this one. What I like about this one is I went into my longer term chart, which is the monthly right here. I see all of these accumulations. So we've been there. Here's the 20, right? Here's the 15, which is the bottom of the range. Did I say 15? Yeah, I said 15. We're already at 15. No, I'm talking 20 and 25. I'm sorry, guys. I'm checking on my notes right here. So that's the 20 and the 25. So I'm willing to go all the way from here to here. Now, if we can capture any of this, well, that'll be awesome because that's like 100 something points. But at least, and I'm not sure how many strikes we have out. But this one, I'm going to keep it because I don't know what's going on with cannabis. And, but they're moving. So this one hasn't moved. Now, let's go pretty fast over CGC, what CGC did. You've been with us. We've been talking, and you know we've been long, like CGC calling it since the 22s, and then over the 30s. So we're finally getting to our target one. Look at the levels. Look at this. Then let's look at TLRY. TLRY, I think it was Ariel. I think you put it on my radar, right? So look at the accumulation at the $8, and this is so tight that I don't even see it, right? So this is nothing for TLRY. 42, 60. I think I got a target at 62. That'll be target one. So if you play momentum tomorrow, you can probably see it at 62 by the end of the week. Right? Once we clear 62, which is right here, 52, 62, this is my target one, right? 62. Then we start trading the 62 to 100. So certainly, I don't know anything about the fundamentals. But
about MJ.
MJ, what is MJ? Like an ETF?
Like an ETF. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let me finish this one. So this one is Aurora. So this could be it. This is the one lagging. And well, MJ, it will be MJ. Let's see. Yeah, the only MJ I know is Jordan, I think. So, well, accumulation, you see it right here. And they've been doing that. Remember we talk about the alligator mouth or whatever. So that's where we are. So 30, so 30, 35. If I'm to take a gamble on cannabis, I'm long CGC. But I'll probably tomorrow be adding to my, Aurora. Okay. So now, time to go over what it's not prepared. Okay. Oh, national legislation. Yeah, 15%. Yeah, but they can move, like the move can be, 400% in the underlying. It's plain and simple. So let's do some of the other stuff, guys. So let's do, you guys want to do the Apple, let's do the Apple. So Apple, this is what I was thinking, right? Like finally we're going to break and the news from the car and, people are being accumulating at the higher prices. Hasn't done much, but the market profile is showing me that, there's value. People are paying up. So it's just a matter of when it's going to move this thing, right? So we had the pullback, held 50 MA, great entry, and I thought this was gonna explode. So we have this, that was, I think, the news one day, and then it's like 4 days in a row, right? So what I'm looking for is like, I think I call it today 137.50 to try to make it, and you know, like for 20 cents. So it's not a trigger for me. I just explained that to me. I mean, to you guys, like, yeah, 3-4 days. It's a battle. I'm not gonna be the guy paying 10 cents and getting trapped. So that's what really looks like what I want to do with Apple. 139.50 will be the better one. 139 for 145. Apple continues, same thing. So Apple 139.50 for 145. And you know, I don't usually day trade. I mean, I don't usually intraday Apple. I just put a snail every time, and I know one day it's gonna move, but one day I'll change the emoticon that I use for that. I posted also Walmart kind of a reversal trade. I think it can get really interesting if we can close over 147. Just a reversal. I think this is like the checkout, similar to what we saw in Facebook, but it never materialized. And I'm going to show you one that is a reversal that we all have in a radar, and it's going right there. So this is like, you know, we stop everybody out right here, and now we're into momentum trade. So what I want to see in Zoom is I want to see a close. What is it now? 430. Yeah, the close over 435. Should I hold today? Didn't like the close. But what I want to see is like 1, 2, 3, 4 months, and we finally break out of this. So 440 more for momentum, but 434, 435, we just play like that. Look at the monthly chart, how it looks. So we just stop right there at the monthly support resistance. I'm sorry, 434. So that was target. If you took profits today, that's good job. And then we still have the pattern right here. 1, 2, 3. I would expect this one to go higher. But we have a lot of things going in here, right? So you have the monthly chart right here. You have the Bollinger Bands at 3 standard deviations. So that means it's like extended for whatever it moves. Take into account is up $100, right? From 330. So $100 is like 40% right in here. So keep an eye on Zoom. If we get the momentum, 435 over 440, I'm going for targets in the 500s, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is that what we have? 483, right? 483, 500. So Zoom 435 Momo over 440 close into 486, 485, 500, right? Okay. I don't know if it's gonna go back to where it was, but Zoom, I try to short it from the top, and it's so hard to trade this thing. So that's one of the other ones that I just day trade. Position trade. Zoom, Apple, Zoom. What was the other one? Sorry, totally blank on what I was thinking. For Walmart, no. For Walmart, it's just like if we see it 147, Hassan. Yeah, we see 147. What I try to see is like if we can actually make some sort of a consolidation. This is a slow trade. I like to put this because implied volatility is 20%. So you can just pretty much buy whenever you see it, like market dropping, and that's the one you can buy and just leave it there, and right? So it shouldn't be a problem. Yes, that's the other one that I wanted. Doku. Yeah. It's Doku. Look at the move. Look at the monthly move. So we have the pullback. Finally, it's triggering. So what I want this trigger right here, taking the high for the year, which is 2021, of course. So 262. We're closing today. I think we closed finally over January, right? So this is an important level for Doku, which is a 255. So up from here, now we have no volume. So whenever I see volume, if I see volume, I want Doku 263 for 290. Okay. So Doku with volume 263 for 290. Target one. Not that big, but I think it could be okay. Cheapers. So from the cheapers, I'm going to discuss the FedEx and the UPS. I think Kyle is either posting or contemplating posting an idea for the team. What I like about this one, we have after earnings, it just premium killer. Absolutely didn't go anywhere. It held. However, what I like is like we went into a consolidation right here into the squeeze, and now we're finally moving, right? Volume is still low, but I think it's affected by the fact that we have so much volume on the earnings day. So I think this could be actually a little bit over the average. No, well, it's average volume. Sorry, it's average volume. Just trying to find more bullishness into that what it is. So I want to see probably 170 for a target for an entry. Like I want this to clear this level right here, 168, 169. That will be my aggressive entry, which is the monthly chart, 168, 169. Once we close over this, I'm ready to go for 180 and new highs. So UPS over 168, 169 for of course 180, target one. What is it, like 12 bucks? Yeah, it's like 8%. It's not a long base. Well, not such a long base, but this is the chart that I'm working with, guys. We have the massive accumulation, the move up, and now we're just resting, taking a break right here. So whenever we go 178, we can probably project it higher, 10-20% more. Okay, so that's the target, 10-20% more once we go over highs. Now FedEx, the chart is a little different. For FedEx, we don't have the, I think we still need to see earnings on 318. So this is just a weekly probably buy setup right here once you go over the 267, right? However, the 267 for me will be a little bit too late because I want this area right here from last month, which is like the 254 here. The monthly is giving me another entry, right? Which is a 262, like to confirm the monthly. The weekly is giving me another one. So that's why I'll probably go with UPS, and then FedEx is the one that's going to move. But keep that one in mind. If you still want to trade, I'll say that you can probably do the monthly, which is the 261, which is right here, 261. You got a decent target, 269, 261, 269. I don't like to call those, but yeah, 261, 269, 280. Okay, so that's FedEx. Yoku, we have it. What else we have? We're gonna do the security, because I see
CrowdStrike, yeah.
CrowdStrike. We haven't traded that one in a long time. Now, setting up a nice base. So simple, 238, 239, go long, right? So yeah, that's it. It's in a squeeze now, daily squeeze. Look at the pattern. So I want to take the highs. You can probably take it before, which is the 224. But now here's why I'm not looking to be that aggressive. Like I said, I don't want to be too aggressive as far as anticipating the moves, like on the pullbacks. You guys know that I buy a lot of the pullbacks, right? Pullback, I love to buy on pullbacks, right? But that's because we have the massive, I mean, the biggest market rally I've ever seen in my life, right? So it was only part of the strategy. I mean, if you don't buy those pullbacks, if you weren't buying those pullbacks on that massive rally, I don't know what pullbacks you're going to be buying, right? Now I'm at like, what is it, 128% of our target, the projection, right? So now I feel like less confident, right? Because the moment I start seeing things pulling back, I start wondering if it's like, are they going to be able to come back? Because for me, an 8 trade is a trade that is in sync with the market. So ideally, what I will have is like, I will have this type of consolidation right here, like where we have, let's say, perfect scenario. Once it CrowdStrike like this, stay like this, and the Qs go sideways for a couple weeks. And then when the Qs start to break out, we get the alarm for CrowdStrike like at 238. I'll buy it. No question asked. Probably I'll buy it at 234 in case that the Qs are leading and CrowdStrike is a little behind. So that's like my because we're gonna start changing slowly what we've been doing. At least me, I need to. because of the way I trade. I buy a lot of pullbacks, I buy a lot of support, resistance, and I sell and everything like that. So the moment I start not counting with the same momentum from the market, I gotta tweak my strategies and say, you know what, probably I better wait for the proper breakout and make sure that I have the volume and all of the other elements that constitute my strategies. So I was gonna do F sell, but I'm gonna hold it just for 1 second. Thank you, Pop. So we have CrowdStrike. What was the other one we do? FireEye, right? So FireEye, I like it. We didn't break. I think this was, yeah, this is holding. I mean, like we are like 20-25% from highs. We're still holding, no rush. Whenever we trigger, we trigger. So the trigger is gonna be like 23 right here. This is what I want to see it. So FireEye 23, 24 for 29. So that's FireEye. Fastly, I don't even know what Fastly does, but I know it was moving yesterday. I don't see the volume, guys. I don't see the volume. I know it was cold yesterday, but I don't remember. I don't know why. I don't know if it was doing like better volume yesterday. That's the other thing, guys. Don't forget, like, if the market's dead, especially if the market's dead, you want to be in the trades with higher than average volume. So make sure you know your stock. If you don't know how to determine by the first half an hour if your stock is making like better than average volume, just go and put a 15-minute chart with your volume and see over the last 10 days what they do at the open, and then you see like, oh, okay, today is bigger than average volume, right? That's a good shortcut that you can use. So you can use the Opinions indicator and just keep track. Like, I know Fastly by 9:15, 9:30, or I'm sorry, 10:15 should be doing like 20%, right? 30%. Otherwise, you're not going to make higher volume of the day. So those are tools that you can use in case you don't know how to read your volume, right? So Fastly, probably going to be something with the earnings coming on 217. So no call on Fastly. I know I saw yesterday somebody was calling it, but yeah, I don't see a volume. I don't see a volume. Can surprise us because that's the way Fastly moves. So Fastly, no call. So we got CrowdStrike. What else? Okta. We don't trade that anymore. Okta about to break. Let me see the break. 1 million volume. See the interesting chart. Interesting chart. A little far from the last 2 months accumulation. So I'm gonna have to trust the buyers of this move for this month, which is only 9 days old. So at best, I'll say OKTA as a momentum. Good thing is only 39% implied volatility, so they're not expecting much. So if we can get a surprise move, that could be good. So OKTA over 288. I don't know how it trades because I don't remember trading this one. Oh, it has. Yeah, volume is not too good. Yeah, forget it, guys. So OKTA. What else, guys? KS. Lemonade. Space. Space. We like space. Yeah. Momentum. Momentum. Yeah, for these type of trades, it's like, yeah, you guys know how to trade it. Like 62.80, run it till they stop going up, and then you just exit. Because this is basically what you do. This is what you do, right? Go, that's it. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, I don't have an edge for that one unless I see it like you posted intraday and it has like massive volume like this day, and then we have the entry. But otherwise, like from what we're doing right now, for the exercise we're doing right now, I have nothing. Somebody's asking me for Lulu. Let's see, Lulu. So Lulu sideways, dead sideways. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that we have like people are willing to pay less and less and less. I don't see an accumulation. What I usually like to see is at least a couple months, like to stabilize and the prices and everything. But you can always put an alert at 350, 360, 370, and then I don't know, try to, it's not that clear to me. So Lulu, Palantir, that's a recent IPO. So that one, I think we were trading as an IPO. The day we closed it, that we first brought it here, it was a trade as an IPO. So it was like 1, 2, 3, and here's a 1, 2, 3. So that was at 32. So we tested. So we had the 2 months that I was talking about, right? So we have the 2 months and we have the target. I think we hit the target. We blew past it. Then we have the pullback. So this is a bullish pullback. And I think we call it, and we've been trading it like that. So what I want to see is just a continuation of the move. Pretty simple. So over 40, targets 45, and then 50, right? Here's the issue. When is it? 216. So Palantir, 216, 158, $8. They're charging you $8. So they're counting on a move to 46. So new all-time high. So make sure you get a really good entry. If you're thinking on swinging, or you're thinking on, if it's a scalp, no big deal. Just take whatever, 39, 40, go 40, 45, and then 50. So Palantir stays. I just want to make sure that you traded the day that is doing good volume. Otherwise, you're going to get in trouble. This one's hard. This one's not an easy trade. And I've been trading it, so I know what I'm talking about. So Palantir, let's do cars. We haven't done cars. Let's do cars. So let's start with GM. So GM, we have a call. I think we have a target like at 70. Last time I said like it was gonna go to 70. That's supposedly because they have the going electric by 20. I don't know how many cars by 2023 or 2025. I don't even know. But anyways, everybody's talking about that and very bullish on the name. What I did like was this a massive amount of volume. So what we have right here was we have the volume coming down, but still above the average, right? Yeah, sort of above the average. So this can be good. 79%, 60% implied volatility for next week. Not bad. This could be a breakout play if we have it like 57. I don't think it's an easy trade, GM, to be honest. This is, if you see the size of the candles, I don't think it's an easy trade. And I watch it for some time, but if you ask me, I'd rather have you guys like, this is what I pose as a slow trade. Like if you get a good entry at the morning, just keep it and ride it the whole day, and probably for a couple days. Like if we have the break tomorrow at 57, just buy the 57 and let it run. Let's see if that's the day that it's going to move. So for GM, just the swing 57 for 70s. This one too, forward. So 1250 will be the entry. And no, actually I wanted to clear 13 something. And then I have no targets for forward. Let me see. Where can we find a target for forward? Dirty chart. So I'll say 13, just to clear at least these last 4 years. Probably can bring some momentum. 14 for 20% up. Okay, so forward over 14. You can see probably 16, 18. Okay, I don't know what's the news with that one. The one that I really like and is setting up beautifully is NEO. Like this one, it's looking good. I like this too. It's finally down to just 80%, 81% implied volatility. We are in a squeeze. We have the higher volume right here starting to spike. It's higher than average. It's not higher than, than the R-bulb that we use. It's just make a little spike on volume. Volume is not big. It's only 86%. What I want to see is let me see a close. We already closed over 65. So where do we go on balance on this one? So I got 62 by 65 and daily by 60-70. Those are my notes, guys, because I tend to forget because there's a lot of things going on at the same time. So that's where I'm long. 60-70, I think it triggered today, right? 60-70, so I'm going 62-65, right? And then this is target one. Once we go 67, that's my next entry, 67. We go probably 10, 20% higher. I want to see the volume on the break of 67. Okay, for NEO. NEO needs volume. Like usually, I need to see some volume coming up. Okay, so 67. So NEO, what I like about NEO is like we have the move, sideways consolidation that we broke, and now we're holding support. So I assume this is going to be my support. Needless to say, we go under 55, I'm not going to be trading anymore. I'm going to be probably 55 to 45. So NEO under 55 to 45, NEO over 65, 75, 85. Okay, so that's NEO. Worky horse. Oh my God, what WKHS? This one, what do we have here? What do we have? 2 months. We have the move, breakout, consolidation. This is pure momentum, guys. 43. Nothing else to see right there. 43 for 50. If we can get the, or 43 for 50. What's the other one? I think, yeah, we'll talk about the blank and all the. Thank you, Kumar. We'll talk about this fuel cells and clean energy and CLNEs on all this. Let me just finish with the NEO workhorse. What's the other one? XPV. Let me just go like pretty fast in here. So XPV, $60. Just take it right there. I'm not interested in getting into the chop right there. Tesla. Now they're into Bitcoin. How is that going to affect? I don't think so. I mean, like I thought it was going to break out today to new all-time highs, just because now they are also an EV and crypto. But I don't think it's enough to be crypto, right? I don't think so. Like 10%. I don't know. I really don't know how to read that one. What I can read is the chart. So the chart is telling me that we are in a range 777 by 900. So over 900 remains the same call. 900, I think we got a target in the 1050 and 1200. I think that's what the analyst says. So 1050. So 900 Tesla, and it's just a range trade, plain and simple. So we got support in the 777. I expect that one to hold. If we don't, then look down, because we don't have anything until 644, right? So this is where we are, guys. Look at 844. Look at the volume, like a lot of volume right there. If you don't see it right here, you can check it right here. So there's accumulation for 2 months. So my bet, as usually, right, this is bullish. It stayed bullish. Once we break 900, probably for next month, if we have a massive accumulation, that's going to be the next run. Or they jump the gun and they just make it this month. I don't know. So be very careful. Be very aware of the 900 level for Tesla. Okay. So put a note over 900 and put the 2-month accumulation going on. So we only at a month and a half, but that can happen. And I don't have a squeeze. Oh yes, I do have a squeeze. I have 5 days in a squeeze now. So that's extra. So it's could be accumulation. When do we have the earnings for Tesla? 428. So makes sense. Another month. That's going to be March. Yeah. Okay. Tesla. What else we have? XPEP, QuantumScape. I used to look this one too. XPEP link. Got QuantumScape. Why do I have an alert on QuantumScape? Because I think this is a new IPO, right? This is a new IPO. Yes. So what I'm looking for, yeah, this is a new IPO. There's a sign right there. Over 48 for 56. So I'm thinking 48 for 56. So, wow. Almost triggered today. That's very aggressive. You can do 48 for 56, right? It's kind of high as far as the implied volatility, but it has calls. So 48 for 56 QuantumScape. But what I really want to do, so I really want to have it as this IPO trade. So the pullback, and I want to try to get it like 56, 60 for 80, right? Try to get it over the 60 for 80. Probably do some spreads on that one. Once I start seeing like this holding and this one, we going over the 53, these guys are going to be happy. And then we go 53, 55 for 65. So yeah, I think after we clear 60, I go 60 by 80 too. 60 to 80. I like that one. Thank you. Thank you for bringing it out. How my alerts? I totally forgot about them. That's one of those that just pops and I don't even know where I got it. Google. Oh my God. Do we do Amazon? Oh my God, there's so many new names. It's just crazy the amount of names that we have. So it's just crazy the amount of information we gotta carry. Amazon, I remain with the same idea, guys. It's just you know, the highs for the earnings report. So 3,400. I think we have 3,800. I mean 3,550, and then 4,000. But it's not my go-to stock, you know, guys. I just trade it when I see it like on real big volume. But if you see the chart of Amazon, it's done nothing. It's just expensive stuff. So yep. So that's Amazon. Excel. What is Excel? Is that Fleet Corporation? Oh, it looks like a new one too. Yeah, new IPO. If you know how to trade this one, yeah, 22. Simple. Just buy 22s right here. 22.38. Pure momentum. That's all I want to do with stocks like this one. It's not bad. I mean, like, we traded worse things. This is 135%. So it's not bad. Excel over 2260. I like it. I like it because I got a good target too. 2260. If we can clear that up, I don't know. You can do FIB, but it's gonna be stupid. So it's probably when $27. Yeah, like 20% move. So XL, thank you for that one. Solars, JKS, wherever. WBA, wherever. Oh my gosh. I don't like this chart. It's in a monthly downtrend, right? So if we're thinking on a comeback, you gotta wait for 55. Actually, this is one of the few bearish charts that I've seen. Like you see, like boom, short, boom, short, boom. Are we gonna change the trend? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. So keep an eye, because if we go 55 and we start falling, that's actually like a really good short. I don't know what they do. Oh, that's Walgreens. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Eric, you understand what I'm saying, right? Okay. What else are we missing, Kyle? Oils with the running oil. Okay, Occidental.
You want to do Netflix?
Yeah, we gotta do Netflix. Yes, we do Netflix. Occidental, you know, guys, the same pattern. We've been talking about this consolidation right here. So it's getting ready, 26. So it needs oil. So in case you really want to do some oils and stuff like that, I'm not that big into that unless I'm doing like swings. But yeah, 25.5. So let's move into what we do, which is Netflix. So Netflix, I like the monthly. You can see it right now. We need to clear all of these sellers. So it's like every time it try to break, it just gets. But here's the main thing with Netflix. We got 460, 450 by 600. So it's $150 range. So let's try to zoom it in and see if we can get a decent trade right here. So ideally it would have been here. So of course. So what we have is like we have the gap up on earnings and they close the gap. Boom. So now what I want to see is like momentum gaining again. So you see my trigger right there, 570. 570 for 590, and then new all-time highs. I think it's at 650. I think it is 650. So where do we enter? Because all that we have done over the last 2 weeks is just try to clear these sellers right here. So we're almost there. We tried today. So I don't have a reference point to the left. You see, guys, I'm trying to see here. I'm trying to see here. I don't have a reference point. So probably what I'm thinking is like this level right here, 570, which is like, okay, we're back into the earnings report, and now 570 could bring us to 600, right? Target, yeah, 625. Yep. So Netflix 570. Let's call it 570. I don't want anybody getting into trouble by trying to trade it before and then just not moving. So let's pay attention to 570 for 590, 625, 625, 650. Netflix. What was the other one I'm missing? Kyle?
Roku, Diz.
Oh, Roku. I don't trade Roku. Good, good. That's a nice pattern. It's a nice pattern. Yeah, 450. Good entry today, I assume. All right. Yep. So there it is. So since I didn't call it, I'm gonna put it gray. So Roku momentum. Look at the break. That's what you want on a break. Break. All-time highs on volume. 192% volume. So this could be even a second day play. 484. So now it's 470. So yeah, we can even trade it tomorrow. Day 2. Yeah, Roku. Second day. Reference levels 468 for 468 and 484. Momentum. Okay. What was the other one? Roku and
Disney, House of Mouse.
that was reporting to the when tomorrow? Yeah, 211. Yeah, that one's reporting day after tomorrow. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, all-time highs, volume. But I think it's just wow. I read a couple articles and I heard some news, and they're just saying that this is gonna be it. You know, whenever economy reopens. I think Kramer says that this is one of his favorite. Like to play the opening trade, he says the best ones are Disney and Boeing. So for Disney, I'm just holding to whatever is it that we have, guys. So we have the 2 month right here, consolidation. We're finally moving. It's not crazy to buy it. Just don't play the earnings. I'll buy past that one. So for targets like, could be a target for that one. Here, here, and here. So that's 60. That's 23. It's like 80%. 60. Let me do it. Here. See, because I think this could be it. I mean, this could be. Oh my God, I did it the wrong way. Sorry, guys. 196, and what's the other one? What do we have? Like 220, probably. Yeah, 196, 220 targets for Disney. Earnings on 211. So I'll probably just buy things like if you want to get into the trade, just bypass like 60 days at least. What's the implied volatility? Like you buy 19 February, you're paying 58. So if you're buying this week, you're paying 81. So you're paying for $12 a move. You better buy yourself like extra 7 days and you go $14. Or you can go like March and pay like 46 implied volatility, which is half of what you pay for each today. So that makes sense. Like go March, right? No need to hurt yourself with the IVs. Clear this up. And there you go, Disney. So Disney, yeah, 1, 2, 3. You want to trade tomorrow? Well, it's based on move, right? On because I don't even think that yesterday was a good. Oh, yesterday was a good trade. Yesterday was a good trade, but this is another one I don't like to trade intraday. Right? This is a day trade for me. Usually when I'm trading Disney, I'm buying at the open because I like the setup like this. Like, oh, we gapping over entry. So I'm pretty fast at buying it. So I'm probably buying 185 and then I'll just like put a stop and then see if we're going to run for 2 or 3 days. Right? So we are. Right?
How about the Chinese names?
Chinese. So we have Baidu, which is amazing. Still, that's after the EV news, I think it was. So for Baidu, I think it's pure momentum too. We just have a break 3 days ago. So Baidu is pure Momo. Baba, I think, is lagging, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Baba is lagging, but this one's one that they found Jack Ma and then he came back. So that was a good move. 230 to 260. Now, here's the thing. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, right? So we have 3 months and we have I like this. I like this. We have the monthly chart. Let's play the monthly chart. So 272. 272 long for 290 and 320. Yes, I like it. Baba monthly. So over 272 for 290 and 320. I like Baba. Yes. What's the other one?
JD.
JD. JD, I think, is failing. I think, oh no, sideways. Here's what I like a little bit like Baba. This is the type of ones that I like to be in because I see the like. This is like checkout, we can say. It was supported. You know, they found Jack Ma. Now we're right here. So we had the monthly chart. We tested the prior moving averages. We hold the prior pivot. So we're about to trigger. So people will be like, yeah, 270, why not? Everybody can see target like 270, 300. So yeah, let's make that 10%, right? When I go to JD, it's up. Like I don't have a base. It's up there. So yeah, it's momentum. Absolutely. So question is, do we want to buy here? Last time we tested, we broke. We went all the way to the 50 MA. So we went from 100 to 88. So that's like 20% drop, right? So if I really want to do JD, I want to have like momentum on my side. So like it's really going, right? Then we have earnings on 3.2. So we have time. So yeah, I'll buy 108 whenever. We probably cash that one. 100. Put alert at 100 and let's everybody keep us posted if for some reason JD decides to move. What else we have? CRSP. What is it? CRSP. Crisp Therapeutics. Well, yeah, I don't see structure on that one. You can play momentum 178 to 20, which is pretty much what a lot of people do with this. Twilio, yes, thank you, Jonathan. Twilio, yeah, that's momentum. What else? Oh yeah. The batteries, guys. Thank you. Plug. That one was good, huh? We catch that one. So nice. Yeah. I want another piece of plug, guys, for sure. So basing right here, 65. So 65 is my reference level. Look at the volume right here. You don't see it here. You can see it here. So there's the alert, 72, 73. And this is when we need to go crazy with the targets for plug. Because the last one was like 31 to 73. So it doubled. So I think 60, it goes for 90 and 100, right? So yeah, make sure you put me on plug, please. So plug over, let's put alerts at 74. Let's put alerts at 70, 75, 50. That's the proper entry. And then we go 85, 105. Gonna put a note because probably I'm gonna do some calls on this one. Yeah, it's right there. 100, 95, 100. This can go, guys. After we saw, you know, I'm still surprised that we get surprised. Anyways, we got the AMC. We got, you know, I know Carly and all the guys got the GME. So it's just the only thing you have to do is be in the trade, to be honest, and hold on to the trade, right? So we got the BlackBerry also. So it's just like, it can't happen, guys. I mean, it's just a matter of holding. It's just incredible market. It's incredible. Market just gives you the money. So Blink charging, yeah. This one I'll try it as a momentum. Absolutely, I like that's like almost 3 months. They're paying up for this thing. They're paying up. So at 45 now, 65 is gonna be like big, like 20%, like 50% move from the lows, from the base, from the proper base. So grain of salt, but if you see 64, 65, absolutely, probably a good momentum trade. We have the, even though it's up so big, we have the squeeze, meaning the volatility has tamed for this thing. But let me see the monthly. No, monthly is just extended. It's absolutely extended. What's the other one that I say? F cell, right? F cell, yeah, fuel cell. I think for this one we put 60 and 80, right? You guys know that. Yeah, we called this one last time. I think I called like 60 and 100 for targets. Yeah, this is my crazy call. Yep, fuel cell. We can even see it here, but yeah, the target was like 60 and 100 because that's all I can see in the chart. So yeah, F cell gave us an entry some days ago at 22. So I think the call today was momentum over 28. So that's still in play. Absolutely. I don't want to mess this one up for sure. So I just want to try and ride it as much as I can. So play momentum if you want. 136, not as crazy, not bad. I mean, it's expensive, but I'm pretty sure you have strategies so you can counteract a little bit of the effect of the implied volatility. Notes on plug, market profile, point of control 65 over 74, 75, target 80. Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you, Hassan. He posted the notes from last meeting. So, yep. I'm playing pure momentum right here, 68. I'm sorry, 28, 40, you know, all of those levels. And once we clear 40, then all I'm going to be looking for is a 60 level, 65, which is the point of control, right? And then we see where momentum takes it. But yeah, I think FCell, like FCell and ACV are the ones that are probably going to be looking the most for out of. Thank you for Boeing. Yes, that's the other one that this guy Kramer says that he's a really good economy play, open economy play. What I like about Boeing, you guys know that I've been long for quite some time now, is we held this one. We say most owned over 185, so that was a long time ago. So I should take that off, right? But this is accumulation sum, so we're dealing with this little bit of market profile right here, the 200 240. I think that was the first time that we tested the 20 MA. So once we go over 240, you know the target is 350, right? So here's the question. This is pretty much the same we've been doing. Like you see the accumulation right here, 2727, it gets defended all of the time. So the last time we bought, we pretty much went down a little bit and then we regained. So I'm back into looking at Boeing. I think I call it today and I call it like, I think it was last week or somebody called it last week. So what I want to see is like, okay, if we're not here, let's say swinging, what I want to see is the momentum. Momentum is going to come when we break 22, 23 and we start expansion, right? So 220 to 240, right? 220 to 240. We close over 250. I hold for 300. Okay. So 220 to 240 over 250 holding, go for 300, right? And then 350, but that's going to be probably for next year. I don't know. Delta is looking good. If I remember, yeah, Delta is looking really good. So Delta, I like it over 44. Momentum for 50. That's a good 10, 15%. So DAL, yes, over 44 for 50. What else? What are we missing, guys? We're missing so much because it's just that the universe of things that we trade is just explode. I mean,
yeah,
right? It just explodes. So it's just so hard
all
to
the
be.
IPOs too.
I'm not sure if CLDR was called last time. Anyways, keep that one in mind. CLVS, Clovis for oncology. Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on this one too. Accumulation, the 1030, 11. Then once we clear 11, we can hit 18 on Clovis. You say what? I'm sorry, FCell, we already did it. Yeah, we did FCell. We did the DraftKings, and that thing is just like, is it ever gonna go? We finally hit all-time highs, so should be good. But target is 72, so I'm looking for 65 for 72 in DraftKings. I thought there was going to be a report of the Super Bowl, how many downloads or nothing. So that was my gamble on DraftKings, and I haven't heard anything. At least I don't know if I'm missing it. So we got Penn National. We got no time, guys. So SNE. Yeah, gaps like crazy. So that's an ADR. So look at the chart. Gaps. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
All right, Mario. Thank you.
This is like, I did my best going as fast as I can, but now we're talking like so many sectors, so many things that we gotta keep on top. So needless to say, guys, the need for a teamwork is even bigger now, guys. Okay,
we
need you guys.
For sure.
We need you guys on top of everything. Don't be shy. Don't be shy calling it when we have these key levels. Remember, all we did today was key levels. So it's pretty simple, guys. When we see it, we hit it. DraftKings 65, guys, from the hangout. We're going for 78. You do the extra work, 75 to 78. Everybody will remember, oh, that's the target. Oh, I have a 7-point target. Let me do it, right? So that helps us, guys. It's not like, oh, it's gone, and just putting like bye-bye DraftKings. Come on, where is that going? Without us.
Yeah, try to put the levels in your post, not just the ticker.
That would be awesome. If we can move, that would be like the next level for professionalism in the tank. Like if we can do that, guys, it's gonna be amazing. Think about it. I mean, sometimes somebody's having a bad day, and you just posted one great trade, and you save him and everything. And the next, tomorrow could be you you can find your way into the market, and then somebody posts this great idea, like a TLRY today, like a snow today, like a CGC, or that's all you need. You need one trade to make your day. And I know it sounds cliche, and there's a book from someone I do admire, and it's called One Good Trade, but that's all you need. Stop like chasing your tails, to be honest. Focus on the big levels, plan the trade.